Today on Morning Drive, playoffs? We're talking about playoffs. With Kevin Kisner's incredible hole out for Eagle at the 18th hole of TPC Louisiana, we have a Monday sudden death playoff. We'll get you set for all the action as we lead up to the conclusion of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. And it's time to start your summer of golf early as we kick off Let's Play Golf Week. We're getting golfers of all ages and skill levels on the course with events around the country, starting today with the world's largest golf outing. Are you joining in on the action? We've got tips, places to play, and all the latest from across the world of golf next on Morning Drive. Happy Monday morning from Studio AP. Damon Hack alongside Paige McKenzie, Kristen Marco, 1 hour away from a sudden death playoff, the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. You guys have played this game at the highest level. What are Kevin Kisner and company thinking about right now, about an hour from tee time?
Well, the good news is they know they have a partner. So if they don't necessarily go out and hit a good shot off the first hole, maybe their partner might win it for them. So you always have that little luxury of having somebody there. And if you can put 2 balls in the fairway, I think that's the key. 2 balls up around the green, maybe 1 on the green. Give yourself 2 really good birdie putts. That's what you want. Then the guys can play without pressure.
Everybody talks about how important caddies are when walking by your side, coming down the stretch when it means the most, when this is what you've dreamed of, is winning a PGA Tour event. How about having one of your best friends doing it with you? It really is nice in this team format and we're seeing that. These are players that haven't won in a while. One player that hasn't won at all. You're seeing the best coming out of them, and I think there's something to do with the fact that there's a comfort in having that partner.
Happening now, the first team event on the PGA Tour since 1981 going to a playoff. We will take you there. Avondale, Louisiana, TPC Louisiana, Cameron Smith, Jonas Blick, Scott Brown, and Kevin Kisner on the 18th hole, the par 5. Let's take you back there from last night. Kristen Marco, this was the 3rd shot for Cameron Smith. They have a 1-shot lead at this point.
Look at that, almost a full golf swing there too, and he just lands it just over the bunker. Kevin Kisner's watching it going, okay, looks like I better make my shot now. Beautiful shot, just to a couple feet. And then that was in the dark too. That was really, really an impressive shot.
That's a great point. And you said it, Kevin Kisner now, Paige, has to do him one better.
Yes, Cameron Smith almost closed the door. Almost. It was ajar.
That's why you keep the pin in, right there,
right.
Just in case it hits it.
An important tip, that hit it straight, dead on.
Dead on.
Otherwise, it might be in the water, perhaps?
It might have been. But he hit it where it was aiming, that's for sure.
No doubt, and I love the reaction. And here's Smith, Paige, just going to brush this one in.
All of a sudden, it was a little bit longer. That 18 inches was a little bit longer, but one of the best putters in the game finished it off. Now we have extra golf.
27 under par. And I wonder how hard it is, Kristen Marco, to reboot. All these players, they got to be tired. There was a 6-hour, 22-minute weather delay yesterday. We saw the emotion there on 18. How do you reboot and start over and forget about Sunday?
Well, it's hard. The good news is you know you're playing for a championship. So it's just those 2 teams. Everybody else is gone. Everybody else has got their flights home. It's just you. It's 2 teams going against each other. One of them's getting a very, very big prize at the end. There's a couple of guys who are playing for TPC to get into TPC. So there's some big stuff on the win today.
And I think you sort of forget about the day before, but in both of these cases, for both teams, I think you're drawing a lot on what happened the day before. For Kevin Kisner and Scott Brown, they're thinking about how they started out of the gate. They birdied the first 6 before the weather delay, but continued on, birdied first 8 in their round, trying to build that or keep that momentum moving forward into today. And then you think about the patience of Jonas Blick and Cameron Smith, in that they just rode out that hot streak and then finished off strong on the back 9 for them. So I think for both teams, they're going to be drawing actually on the day before.
Yeah, we've seen birdies in bunches. We've seen eagles. I mean, this is a new format for a tournament that was really looking for an identity. And Kristen Marco, it now has an identity. My question, whatever happens today, why or why not has this week been a success in New Orleans?
I think the players love it. I know I would. It is such a cool thing to go out and get to play with your friends. We used to do that at Disney. Even though you played individually, you got to pick who you played with those first couple rounds. And it was always so much fun to walk the fairways with one of your buddies. It really is a great opportunity. Pebble Beach kind of did the same thing. They put you with somebody who you like to play with. it's just a great atmosphere out there. And then to have a PGA Tour win and maybe win it with one of your best friends, Kevin Kisner and Scott Brown go back
Aiken
10 years old.
Absolutely.
So playing up and doing it throughout the whole thing. I mean, what a great win it would be. For me, I got to do CVS Challenge twice. I got to play 5 times, but I got to win it twice. Once with Dudley Hart, once with Fred Funk, 2 of my best friends on tour. So get to walk up that 18th fairway and hold that trophy with one of your buddies is a pretty cool thing.
We're seeing reactions we don't normally see, the low five, the high five, the hug.
You saw Jason Duffner give a little, what was that? Yeah, you're right. We're seeing some animated players, and they are enjoying it. They bought in from the beginning. If you think back to when this tournament was announced, you had several of the top players in the world come out and announce their partners right away. It was immediate buy-in from the players, which I think then created so much excitement around that New Orleans area. I think the fans bought in, and of course, the fact that we're in a playoff with one of the most exciting finishes of the season yesterday, I think is only going to continue to raise the profile of this tournament.
Should be a great morning. Let's not belabor. Let's head right now to Avondale, Louisiana, bring in our own Heather Cox. Heather, great to see the sun shining. Great to see you. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks. Happy to have great weather out here this morning.
Well, Heather, we're all excited for this playoff to begin at 9 a.m. Give us a sense of the format. What will we see this morning?
Well, Damon, we will see sudden death, so single elimination. They will start on the 18th. If they need more holes, it'll go 18, 18, 9, 18. And remember that only one of these 4 players has ever played in a playoff, and that's Kevin Kisner, and he has an 0-3 record in PGA Tour playoffs. So we will see a first-time PGA Tour playoff winner out here today. All 4 players have arrived about 10 hours after they left the course last night. I saw them all in player dining having breakfast, and they're starting to trickle out here onto the green to get some practice in.
You know, Heather, Chris DeMarco just mentioned the closeness of Scott Brown and Kevin Kisner. They grew up together in South Carolina, Aiken, that area right near Augusta, Georgia. What stands out to you about that team? They seem exceedingly close.
Exactly, and they'll be the first to credit their closeness, their camaraderie, and their chemistry to their success today. They met each other when they were 10 years old. They've been playing together forever, played against each other in high school, and said that on their off weeks they actually play every day together. So these two showing how important chemistry is in a team format like this. And Kevin Kisner still high from his shot last night on 18, eagle to hole out 94 feet, especially under the pressure, having just seen the shot that Cameron Smith had to potentially win that. So he said that was the shot of a lifetime, the type of shot that you always dream of. And he said, you know what, the only thing I wanted to make sure is that I didn't come up short, especially with the greens after that 6-hour rain delay. And you guys saw how hard he hit that ball. If it hadn't hit the flagstick, it might have just gone into the water. But he's certainly, obviously thrilled and said that's the type of shot that you dream of. And they're both hoping that they can carry that momentum and the confidence that gave them last night into this playoff today.
Definitely looked like it was meant to be. 50 minutes away from the playoff. Heather, thanks so much. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
All right, that's Heather Cox from TPC Louisiana. Also happening now, yes, Let's Play Golf Week. It's begun. You got 18 and 9-hole scramble events going on throughout the country. We have Matt Janella, Lauren Thompson, Bailey Mosier. They're everywhere. Check out the schedule for the entire week. It's really about introducing people to the game. Beginners on Tuesday, a Women's Day Wednesday, test driving different equipment on Thursday, and a family golf day on Friday. There's a charitable component as well, and it all begins today, benefiting the Fisher House Foundation and Arnie's Army Charitable Foundation, the world's largest golf outing. I mentioned the scramble format. This began in 2011, raised over $3.5 million for wounded servicemen, women, and their families. And there they are, that smiling crew. Matt Janella, he just spoke to the mayor, Buddy Dyer of Orlando. You got LT, she's up the road in Jacksonville, and Bailey Mosier just outside the nation's capital. Right now, we send it back out to Matt.
Yeah, Damon, I'm out here at Dubs Dread Golf Course. As you said, we just got finished talking to the mayor of Orlando, Buddy Dyer. Dubs Dread has got a great history going back to 1924. This golf course is the first public golf course in the city of Orlando. Lots going on out here today, obviously. Some of the things I really love about this golf course, when I tell a lot of people about it, if they're in the downtown area, it's very easy access right off of I-4. Very good for Buddy's trips. It's great value. First first of all, at Dubs Dread, which has been a part of this world's largest golf outing all 7 years that it's been taking place. It's a $50 golf course, essentially, if you're from out of state. Green fees go down into the 20s if you're in state. I love the tap room here, one of the best burgers in Orlando, and they've got the golf boards. Call ahead, reserve one of the 4 golf boards that they have out here. This is a great golf course for the golf board ride. It's only going to cost you about $17 for 18 holes. About 100 players out here participating in the world's largest golf outing, and tee time is in about a half an hour. LT, what do you got?
Good morning, Matt. Well, I'm just up the road a few hours from you in Jacksonville, Florida, a major military port with 2 U.S. Navy bases. And because of that, I was speaking with Chris Seigan. He's the general manager here at Bent Creek, and he was telling me there are 65 players in the field. Half of them are vets, servicemen and women, and their families. And the other people, well, they get a chance to play right alongside the heroes of this nation. The goal today for this stop alone, $10,000, all piece of that pie for the billions raised by the game of golf every single year for charity endeavors. And I got to say that this is an event that's easy to mark on your calendar, an important one to help be a piece of that pie. You can create a foursome, grab some team members, some coworkers, some friends, get out here to the world's largest golf outing, find a way to give back any way that you can. Now, coming up in just a few minutes, I'm going to be speaking with Tony Chansey. He's the Senior Vice President of Operations for Billy Casper Golf, and he's going to tell me what Billy Casper himself, a man that unfortunately we lost back in 2015, would have said about how much this event has grown. Definitely one that would make him proud. But for now, let's get you up to just outside of the D.C. area with Bailey Mosier.
Lauren, thank you. Yes, I am at Forest Greens Golf Club in Triangle, Virginia, just outside the gates of Quantico. And today playing here in the field is going to be David Coker, the president of the Fisher House Foundation. So I spoke with him just a little bit ago and I said, you know, why is this location Forest Greens? Why is it special? Why are you here today? And he kind of just paused and he looked around and he said, this is the community that the Fisher House Foundation is serving. So it's definitely a special day, a special site to be out here today. 120 players, that 9 a.m. shotgun start already on this site alone. They've raised about $4,000, but that number will only increase as the day goes on. Also out here playing today, we spoke to him in hour 1, but is Peter Hill, the CEO of Billy Casper Golf. He's playing with his family. David Coker's playing with his family. So a fun family atmosphere, and we're just all excited to be out here to support the world's largest golf outing. But for now, Damon, back to you in the studio.
All right, Bailey. The folks at home can sign up. Let'sPlayGolf.com is the website. You can sign up and play in an 18-hole or 9-hole scramble today. And yes, speaking of playing golf, we will take you inside the ropes of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans as soon as the players start warming up on the driving range. Right now, we say good morning once again to Chantel McCabe.
Good morning, Damon, and everybody at home. Well, the weather in New Orleans yesterday was nasty. 2.5 inches of rain. It caused a 6.5-hour delay and pushed the playoffs to a Monday finish. We're taking you inside the ropes at the Zurich Classic as the last men, the 2 teams left standing, are getting ready to go. The sudden death will begin on the 18th hole at TPC Louisiana. And what's the best way to play this hole exactly? Well, our analysts give us the thoughts as they walk us through what to know. And it's Monday, which means a chat with Jeff Shackelford. He shares his thoughts about the team format and how Kevin Kisner's epic hole-out eagle yesterday ranked among other highlight-worthy shots this year. Keep it here on Golf Channel. We're less than an hour away from the playoff at the Zurich Classic, an exciting team format finish. It's going to be a good one. Keep it here. Morning Drive continues after this.